Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be inletting these ramrod tubes, and basically it's the same way that we did with the barrel lugs, and that is I'm just turning these sideways so I can determine the center of the tube, and I'm just going to space them out, evenly along the length of the stock here. Evenly spaced between here, and then we just have about 4 inches on the end there. And I guess I haven't quite figured out exactly where I'm going to put these yet, but I think I'm just going to leave them right where they are. And so what we're going to do is begin inletting these things. So we'll turn the camera back on when I get started and see how we go. Okay, so we got some inletting black on here, and so what we're going to do is just lay it on the spot where I want this tube to go, and we're just going to rub it on here. You can see where it's black. Now these tubes have to sit flush down with the bottom of the stock so that the ramrod can slide right through, right into the ramrod hole. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, there's not too much wood that needs to be removed, just a little bit at a time. But I'm just going to do a little bit at a time, take my time, and get it to where this thing is sitting flush on the surface of the barrel channel. So I'm going to get this done, turn the camera back on, and show you where I'm at. Basically what I'm doing, I'm just scraping off the paint, just a little bit at a time. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand, but just taking off just the surfaces where the inletting black has touched, and just scraping it off, and eventually you'll reach the bottom of the mortise where you need to go, and you'll be all inletted. So there's not too much that needs to be removed, just a little tiny bit. Okay, so just spent about 20 minutes inletting this ramrod tube, and you can see by that black line down the middle that I have touched the bottom of the channel, and it looks pretty flush as far as being just slightly inletted into the stock, and I can actually slide my ramrod. There's a fiberglass ramrod here. It's hard to do this with one hand. Right through there, and fairly smoothly. So I'm going to call this done. Now what we got to do is inlet the tongue of this pipe. It's got to go right in the middle, and so I can drive the pins through it. I get this inletting black cleaned off of me, and then we'll go ahead and inlet that tab there. Okay, so we're going to inlet the rest of this ramrod tube into the stock so it'll stick in through there and we can drive our pins through it. What I did was I kind of modified this chisel here to be small enough so I can chisel out this smaller opening here, and it'll be easier to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and get this done, and we'll turn the camera on when I'm done. Okay, so we got the mortise or the channel mortised out for the ramrod tube here. I ended up cutting or filing down the length of it, or the width of it, so that it'll fit here, because it's way longer than the stock is deep. So I could have gone all the way through the mortise all the way into where the barrel is and then filed it off, but I wanted to see how close I could get without having to go through the entire stock. So this is what I ended up with. You could see how thin it is or how narrow it is. And it fits right in here pretty good. And again, my ramrod will fit right through there very smoothly. Doesn't get hung up at all. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to drill the pins, and basically what I can do is use the barrel lug pins as a guideline for where I'm going to be drilling these ones, because they're about the same distance away. But I'm going to measure it and make sure, and then I'm going to drill the hole. So we have the ramrod tubes inletted, or at least one of them inletted and pinned. All right, so now we're going to do the other one, and then we'll be done. Pins came out right where they needed to be. I got some pictures at the end of this video of what the hole looks like, and I managed to not chip out any wood like I did with the other side over here. But anyway, it looks pretty good. We're going to do this one now and get it done. Okay, so we're back. I got this last ramrod tube installed, and they are both pinned into the barrel or into the stock. So this episode of the ramrod tube installation is complete. Now I got to do the sights on the barrel, and then after that it's just finish up work of working the stock and finishing the barrel. But the next thing we'll do, we'll put the sights in the barrel. I think that's the only thing we got left to do. Cast Bowcraft, thanks for watching.